So the next tool we're going to look at is the grab tool. And you can see we can grab it with our little hand, we squeeze the trigger, it grabs the object, and we can move it around. It sticks to the hand. And again, we can scale objects by squeezing the triggers on both, not the triggers, sorry, there's pads on the side. You see those red pads there? We're squeezing those on both hands, rotating. When I grab the object, besides rotating it this way, I can also lock it into grid mode. So again, notice now it will only kind of snap to this grid. So I'll back off of grid mode, try to flatten it out, back into grid mode, and again, kind of locks it into horizontal, vertical that way. With the grab tool, you can see we can make copies by selecting button on the pad, top disk there, and then we grab it and make copies. And again, we're in grid mode, so it's kind of snapping to. And then we could press it again and make another copy and kind of stack things up. On the other side, we've got a flip object. And probably be easier to demonstrate with maybe a different shape. So let's pull up cone, right? And so then if I go to the grab tool and go to flip and then click on it, right, it'll automatically flip it opposite direction there. Make copy. Oop. Make copy. With the grab tool, we can group things together to combine them into, a new set of objects that are one thing now. So for example, we've got these three things stacked up, and you squeeze the trigger, hold it down, you can see that little highlighting rainbow thing there, and you just kind of make sure you pass through each of the objects that you want, and then it gives you the option to group them. So now when we grab it, moves the whole group off of grid mode. Again, we could, flip this around and, set that up there. And again, we could combine it with all this, and create a larger scene and save that whole thing, or we could be creating separate objects. So, all right, that's the grabber.